everyone. So I wanted to follow up with a video of how I actually track my fabulous referral game because it is totally all in the follow-up. So if you want success with this referral game, then you have to get the courage to text them. So no one's going to be mean to you. No one is going to go, why do you have my phone number? They all actually are really excited, or they just say, no, thank you. You know, I don't have the time. So let me show you my process. So this was one, for example, today, right? So this is my list here. And if you can see, I take a highlighter as I text them. So I text them the message. I have the message of what I say, which I will put down below this video, and I have it all in a PDF of everything that I send out. Okay, so I'm just going to paraphrase for right now. So I have a set text message for all my referral game people. Now, I don't just like randomly pick one. I actually text all of the names and numbers. So there's not necessarily one winner. And as I text them, I want to make sure that I don't retext them. So I put a little check mark that I did them. So, okay, I'm done with those ones. So now what happens when you've maybe text 30, 40 people and you're getting tons of responses back? How do you keep up with it in your phone? So this is my little process, and it might be a little bit too much for some of you. So just kind of tweak it to whatever works for you. All right, so the first thing that I do is after I have text them my message, which I will just read right now of exactly what I send. Hi, Susie. I know you don't know me, but Sally Reed recently came to my Mary Kay Pampering Session, and she entered you into a raffle for $20 and free product and a pampering session for you and up to 6 girlfriends. Isn't that exciting? All we need to do now is figure out a date that works for the both of us. What is your availability? It's super important, one, that you do not mass text this. That does not work. It has to individually be done and sent to that person's name. Something that I find common is that they will text their friend and say, is this real? Is this legit? Like, is this a scam? And so that is why I do put their friend's name there, so that way they can ask them. And then the girlfriend normally says, yeah, I just did it. It was super fun. You'll get a makeover. It's cool. Okay, so now that I have maybe, say, somebody who says, I'm grabbing my sheet from today. You have someone who says, all right, well, can I talk to my girlfriends first? So they are a warm lead, so I'm like, sure, yeah, talk to your girlfriends. If I don't hear from you by tomorrow, then I will text you at this time. So I'm constantly letting them know the next time that I'm going to check in with them. I'm letting them know that date, that time, and so that they're expecting it. And then they don't think that I'm bothering them. So I use this leads tracking sheet. I keep tons of them printed at all times and keep them in my binder. So I have a special binder just for this process, okay? So just a simple binder, and in here I have a couple other tabs for other things, but I have these different tabs right here. And what they say is tracking leads, booked parties, party coaching sheets. So those are just my blank party coaching sheets, which I'll show you later. Parties to follow up with, and my blank tracking sheets. So the whole process just stays in this binder. And what I'm going to teach you on this video also is just how you pre-profile people as well with any other party. So you would maybe just slightly change that they're not the winner. So moving on. All right. So let's say somebody said I need to check in with my friends. So I'm going to pull out my tracking sheet. And this is one that I did today, just from today. I sent out 40 names, and these are all the people who have responded so far. So pretty good, right? So I write down right here. It says the date that we met. So I put the date so I remember when I sent them the message. I put the person's name. I put below here who referred them so I can remember. I write down their phone number. I write what I promised them in free product, and then maybe any notes that I may think of. And then over here in this area, I haven't done it yet today. Say if I need to get back with them, I'm going to put the date that I'm going to follow up with them on. And then what's great is I keep these in this binder. So in here, under my tracking leads thing, I'll open to here, and I can just go right here and I'll show you ones I've done previously, I can just check where I'm at and go, okay, this is the date today that I need to text them at. All right, I text them. Okay, now this is the next date that I need to text them at. So what this is doing is this is allowing me to just look in my binder daily, check who I need to follow up with, make any extra notes until we've made that date, and I can just close it and know that I'm caught up with everything and that I'm not thinking about, you know, my referral game all the time, or my leads, or Mary Kay in general, right? So you can do this with any bookings or anything. And then when I have booked them, I write a big thing across the whole name, booked party. So what do I do now once we have booked the actual date? Well, I put them into a party coaching sheet, which looks like this. This is how I track all of my parties. And it looks like this, party coaching sheet. And I put the hostess's name. On the top here, I put who referred them, just so I can remember again. I put their phone number, and then I get their email, and I put the date, time and the date of the party. At this point now, I have put it into my calendar. So it is in my calendar, and it is on this, okay? So what I do is when I have the date, I say, okay, great, can you send me your email so I can send you a confirmation? So I send them an email because I want it to seem really, I think this word is funny, I want it to seem really legit, that this is something that they're winning, that there's a confirmation, and that this is a serious thing that we're going to be doing. So this is kind of what you'll see below is the PDF of exactly that you can copy and paste, and you're just going to change the person's name, party, date, and time. The subject of the email that I send is Mary Kay winner confirmation. So that is what I'm sending to this person who won, and it just says hi to the name of the person. Congratulations on winning a free pampering session and a $20 gift certificate from Mary Kay. I'm excited to see you and your girlfriends on time and date of the party. If you can get me your guest list names and numbers by, and I let her know the date, and I also let her know in the text message, you can choose a eyeshadow of your choice, or whatever you would like to give them goodie bag if they can get you the names and numbers of their party by that time. I also let them know that the reason that I'm asking for this is so that way I can ask them a few questions about their skin, so I'm fully prepared for the party. That just shows that I'm a professional and that I'm taking my job seriously and that their appointment is really real. So in here I also put a link for my Mary Kay e-catalog, and then I also do my pre-profiling right in there of asking them the questions about their skin. And then when I would like the answers back by. So this I actually keep in a canned response on my Gmail. So it's saved, and all I have to do is input the name and the date and the time. So super simple, or you could keep it in a draft if you don't know how to do that. So I have now sent them this. So going back to your coaching party sheet, so right here it says, you know, the telephone coaching. So I kind of change what's on here, but I understand it, so hopefully you get this too. In this line here, I put when they need their guest list by. So I put guest list, Wednesday, January 22nd, and then what I promised them when they get me their guest list by that time. So now I have that to remember, and I don't have to think about it. And then I put a check mark here, boom, I sent their confirmation email, that's out. I also, if the party is long enough away, I ask them for their address, their mailing address, and I send them a thank you note, which I can show you in another video with a sample and my business card and a little bit about the business. At that point, when I need to get their guest list, I check in with them, and I have this, you know, to refer to of when I need to check. And now they've sent me their guest list. Okay, so let's just say that. So on the back of this page, I print it double-sided. I put their guests' names, numbers, and emails, and then possibly their mailing address, and then I make notes all over it of their skin type. So what that looks like is once I get their guest list, and a lot of the time, I'll just tell you, I've never talked to the hostess. I've never talked to any of the guests on the phone. I have done this all by texting, and I show up at their house, and now I'm meeting them for the first time and talking to them in person. So that's just my way, but you can do whatever works for you again. So what I send to the guest is, let me find that paper. this is the text I send once I receive their phone number. Hi, my name is Bree, and I'm a Mary Kay beauty consultant who will be pampering you at Sally's party on date and time. Can you please send me your email so I can ask you a few questions about your skin and your mailing address so I can send you an invite and a sample? Thanks! Exclamation mark. So they always say, sure, of course, and they send me their email address right away and their mailing address. So at that point now, I just take my party coaching sheet, and on the back, I just start making notes of all the names and their phone numbers and the emails and their mailing address. And what that looks like of a party right now that I'm doing is like this. So once I have all of that information written on the back, I send everybody an email at once confirming that they're coming to the party and asking them the questions about their skin. So what that subject looks like is, sorry, my paper right here. The subject I put is Mary Kay Pampering Session Confirmation - Susie's party. So that way I can know what's going on, whose party it is, because you have a lot going on because of this referral game. And so I just say, hey, thanks for getting back to me so quickly. I am very excited to meet you on date and time at name of host's party. I have a couple of questions to ask you about your skin so I can be fully prepared, and then I just ask her those questions right then and there. So then I get them back, and then I write normal skin, beige skin. What she would like to change is, pimples or dryness or dark circles. And so now I get to show up 30 minutes early to my party, set up, know exactly what they need in their tray, know what to talk about of maybe things that they might want to add into their skincare because I'm totally going on what they need for their skincare needs. I have built that relationship with them. I have taken it into my hands to make sure that this party holds. I have sent out invitations, and most of the time when I have done this, I've maybe only had one person cancel. For the most part, I'm having everybody show to the party. So it may sound like a little bit of work, but it's so worth it because your time is so valuable. And Mary Kay always said a party worth having is a party worth coaching. So just taking that little extra time. And another thing is these are all saved text messages in my notes and all saved emails in my canned responses. So it's not like I'm typing this out to each person. I'm literally copying and pasting and just changing out the names and the numbers and the party dates. So it makes it really simple for me. As soon as I've sent out their email invites, I check out sent party invites, and then I highlight whether I mailed them or I sent an evite. And then the day before the party, or if maybe people haven't gotten back to me with their email or some of the answers, I'll send a friendly text. And so that's what I did today. Hey, just sending a friendly reminder that I got your email and I sent you the email and I just need those questions back about your skin. Looking forward to seeing you at the party on Saturday. And so I'm just, constantly following up and building that relationship and being really nice and professional. And then the day before the party, I send them all a text saying, I'm so excited to meet you tomorrow at Ashley's party. If there's any reason that you need to cancel, please let me know so I can fill your seat. And then they always let me know, and I know who to set up for and who not to set up for. So this sheet has really helped me to keep track. And then if you want, at the end, you can kind of go through the follow-ups. So it gives you a great checklist. So after the party, call your director, process your credit cards, so on. And then a party evaluation. How many referrals did you get? How many did you have in sales? Etc. So how much was your profit? So this is what I do for everyone, whether it's the referral game or not. It works for me. If you're a high I and this is just like way too much paperwork for you, I had a director just show me of, she does it all on here. So she just keeps these and, puts them in a binder with 3 holes and makes all of her notes straight on this. So she'll just put like check, talk to them, they said yes, and then put her little date right next to there and just do it all on this paper. The other way works for me. So do what works for you and that you just know that you're not, missing people. Before I was doing this, I would be like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that person. I never got back to her. And this way I can constantly always check and I'm getting the best results I possibly can get. So something I do as well is in those other parts. So after I have tracked my leads, and I'm keeping track of them here, and then I've moved them into my party. So I have a booked party right here. Then I have in here blank ones, because I truly think what you think about, you bring about. So I have tons always ready to go that I can pull out at any time that are blank, that are printed. And then I have the same with my tracking sheets. And then what I do is once I have completed my party, I move them over into my follow-up section. And so I don't move them out of here until I have sent a text to every guest, you know, asking how their skin and their makeup felt after the party. And then I know that I can move them out of there after that, and then do my 2-week, 2-day follow-up rule. So hope that helps you for some organization tips and keeping all your papers in one place. So below here, I'm gonna, you know, put links to all the PDFs, and, you know, on my website here, you can just pull them up and copy and paste everything. You don't have to recreate anything in Mary Kay. We just want to give it to you all freely. So I hope this helps you, and use it for all your parties and for your coaching techniques. And I'm excited, so give me your feedback, click subscribe, tell me if this helped you or if you have any questions. All right, good talking to you today. Bye.